Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Wow, why are we moving so slow?
To Elliott. Here's Prescott.
Shit.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Hey, we go wide, hey.
Prescott off play action. He's going to go for a big play downfield. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 11.
The hot, 180. Black, 82. Hey, Lucky 48. Rhino. Done.
Following the interception, Cousins.
Oh, shit.
Complete to Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs. The 30, 10, touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 89 yards, and the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Extra point up and good by Bailey.
Good job, good job.
Makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken short.
Oh, fuck.
Well, partner, as the Cowboys come back out here, I want to ask you to assess the season. The first couple months of the year for Dallas starting to look like they'd be sitting at home in January. Then the Amari Cooper trade comes. They breeze through November unbeaten, part of a 5-game winning streak. But then, a real head-scratcher, Week 15, they get shut out in Indianapolis.
You just wonder if all the wins that got them there, those 5, which are all tough, physical, hard-hitting battles, they took a little bit out of them before they went on the road and lost Indianapolis in Week 15. But if they get to the playoffs, which it looks like they're going to, are they a threat to New Orleans?
You're good, buddy, you're good.
Are they a threat to Chicago? To me, they are only if it's a low-scoring, physical affair. That's when Dallas plays at its best. And that's what they'll have to do to reduce some of those high-flying teams like New Orleans and Los Angeles.
On play action, Prescott.
Get catch it, you damn it. Oh my gosh. Come on.
Intended receiver, and it's third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Minnesota's football here in just a second, and you think about the season that the Vikings have had, maybe not the kind of year that folks had envisioned for the Vikings. You thought maybe this could be an 11, 12, maybe even a 13-win season if all fell in place, but that is not the case.
That is so true, because we thought with the acquisition of Kirk Cousins, that would take care of everything on offense. The defense, one of the best in the league in 2017. No reason to think that that wouldn't continue, and they've still been one of the top units out there. But if they make the playoffs, and they play as they did against Miami in Week 15, especially on offense when they ran the ball for 198 yards, look out, because then the Vikings could be dangerous. Can you imagine if they went to Dallas and took them on the road? Imagine that physical clash. And if they emerged out of that one, who knows? I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Everyone's got 4 down.
Now a first carry for Latavius
Yeah.
Murray. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
What the fuck?
Pushes right through. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle.
Glitch.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
3 down.
On 2nd down, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good
Hey, can you
enough
throw me a
to
cigarette?
extend the drive.
2nd and 2 is prime
Can you throw me a
time
cigarette?
for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy
Hold
deep.
on, I got a defense.
But
I'm
in
gonna
this
get her one.
situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Well, now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
I think I'm gonna want to go on
He's able
defense.
to
Film it.
recover his own fumble,
Or
and
just
that
throw
put him
it.
in trouble.
Just throw it.
But that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession.
I'll come get it.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here we go.
Prescott now under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Everson Griffin coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Trey Wayne's the Michigan State man right there in coverage. The Vikings making their way out, and let's take this time to talk about the Vikings Championship of Madden. It was held in mid-December, and your winner, I.B. Straffen, or is it I.B. Strafen? You've got the pronunciation guide.
I.B. Strafen.
Strafen. My bad, Mr. Strafen. Whichever you prefer, but defeating newcomer Jay Wolfman, he'll represent the Vikings in the league-wide club championship event in early February that has a $700,000 prize pool.
I just want you to know from I.B. Strafen's people, it is not whichever you prefer. It's I.B. Strafen.
I guess I should probably correct it. It might be Jay Wolfman, not Wolfman, like I said.
All right, now here we go. Rhino!
Watch that. Check, Mike.
Gun.
With Cook, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. He's going to get it running right. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Listen to me.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play actions.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, it's just not as much space. You end up having to take it.
Shut up, broadcasters. Commentators.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
Thank you.
Sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game. Just want to be aggressive on offense, because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
be second down.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Second down, Prescott. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. A first down carry by Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And the big play stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him.
Ah, shit.
And the
Wrong button.
defense has it covered. It's intercepted. McKenzie
Panicked.
Alexander with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. First down, here's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
We got through.
On first and 10, Cousins. Throw left side, on target to Thielen. And down inside the 15 he goes. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Black. Jahan, ready?
2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Okay, Ringo, 48. First. Yellow. Rhino.
A first down throw for Cousins. Forced out to his left.
All right.
It's a Viking touchdown.
Cousins ain't that good.
Kirk Cousins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Bailey now for the extra point. Almost flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still on attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So
challenge it.
I do want to take this time to mention that the next few months, very big in the competitive match.
Oh, shit.
Championship series. A few weeks ago, we saw Skimbo go back-to-back.
That's right, back-to-back, second straight year.
Oh, you're fired up. And then next up, the Madden Challenge, and it's a $190,000 prize pool, and the ladders to qualify for that tournament now available in MUT draft mode. Exciting things. By the way, do you have a gamer tag, Trey?
No, I do not have a gamer tag. You must be a good player in order to earn a moniker.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The give is to Elliott. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes. A second down throw for Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Prescott on first down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down. Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Oh, man.
Swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Go to 54. Go to 54.
On third down, Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nah, come on.
With 5 seconds to go. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Killing me, son. Killing me. Killing me.
Rhino!
Final play of the half. Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, They give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light thing. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Hey, flipper.
Cousins on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Come on.
Bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. Why?
Off the play fake, Prescott. And it's incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Now Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
Fucking
This
A.
is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Hey, we got a second here.
Nice.
Let's go back to Week 15 following the win over Green Bay for Chicago. Happiness rained down on the field. The Bears claiming the NFC North title, but one Bear took his celebration to an extreme. I know you saw this.
Yes, I certainly did. Charles Leno Jr., left tackle for the Chicago Bears, got down on a knee and proposed to his girlfriend Jennifer. So not only celebrating an NFC North title, but now his proposal accepted by Jennifer, who will now be Mrs. Jennifer Leno Jr.? No Junior.
No, Junior. By the way, smart move because she's not going to say no in front of 60,000 people.
Well, I've seen it happen before. Not pretty, but not in this case.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Bring the energy. Two. Rhino! The hunt! 180!
Cousins now to throw on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Morgan. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Wide. Good. 180! Gun!
Cousins. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to have a third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? and who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense. You're exactly right. It's a tough shot.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Tyrone Crawford coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Matt Wild now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Prescott now on 2nd down.
Fucking.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Four down.
The hunt. What are these?
I got 8.
Hey, we're good.
Take
300. Yellow.
Here's Cousins. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Here we go.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Listen to me. The hunt. What are these?
Four down.
Run that clock out. Fuck.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Everyone's got 4 down.
The hunt. What are these?
On 3rd down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
We got 4.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
Nice.
He will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
What are these?
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Jahad, Eddie, Liz 50, Liz 50. Two.
Cousins to throw it. And he'll go down.
Maybe should have audible one more time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They can't stop me out here.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They pitch it out to Cook. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Jahad, on Eddie.
They run it again with Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This to make it a 3-score game late.
Come on, man.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will stretch the lead to 3 scores
Shit.
now at 19-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke.
Oh, come on.
Guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Oh, shit.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
Fuck
My
you, dude.
goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. They find some open field here.
You can have that one.
There he goes left side.
Nice.
And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
That's the game.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them
Good
with a
job,
punch
good
each
job.
and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Bailey got the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where
Sort of to it.
line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And then they get down the rough patch. He said, but you got to do
Good job, Line. Good job.
make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Here we go. Wide open.
Again, it's Elliott. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott.
Oh, come on. Hold on to the ball.
Free and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Fuck it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And
Oh,
they
come
will
on.
not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
You win. You win.
Throwing, Cousins. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
You win, man. Take it.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, we're good.
On 1st down, Murray. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, 4 down.
Throwing here, Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Done.
Extra point try by Bailey. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Stick of working them.
Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Gets around him. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Everybody, 1-8. 26.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here's Prescott. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
4 down. Check.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott.
Come on, man, run.
And that is incomplete. Trey Wayne's the Michigan State man right there in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go. 1-8. 26.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Come on.
This is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Hey, we're good.
Now again, this is Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt.
Good job, man.
Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
That'll do it for us, for Charles Davis and all our hard-working crew. I'm Brandon Gunn. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL.